Huh. Can't put my finger on it, but Link seems different somehow.
Well, this Link is technically a different person from the Link you fought before. This incarnation is known as the Hero of the Wild. He was once Hyrule's champion, but he fell into a 100-year slumber after using all his strength to fight the Calamity.
100 years might not be a long time to a goddess like you, Lady Palutena, but that's more than enough time for an entire world to change.
You're right, Pit. When Link woke from the slumber of restoration, not only was his world unrecognizable, he also lost his memory.
I can't even imagine what that would be like. Lady Palutena, isn't there something the gods can do to help him restore his memory?
Meddling in the affairs of another world is never a good idea. Although I do like Link, and his swordsmanship is quite impressive. The Master Sword, also known as the Sword that Seals the Darkness, reveals its true strength in the presence of the Calamity.
Whoa, cool! Does that mean it's OP against Ganondorf?
No, Ganondorf is from a different game. You should really do more research before you jump into a fight. If you expect to win, you need to know your opponent's backstory and abilities. Link has a lot of different weapons at his disposal. Is that Dark Samus?
You know her?
She's a being of pure Phazon, created after Metroid Prime absorbed DNA from Samus's Phazon suit.
No wonder she looks like Samus.
Samus's suit and a Metroid combined? There's no way she isn't strong.
Oh, she's strong all right, along with ruthless and cunning.
So what's a phasm?
It's Phazon, a blue radioactive substance that can produce massive amounts of energy. However, it can suddenly mutate and become invasive to mineral elements, making it incredibly dangerous.
The monkeys never should have messed with the stuff, but they insisted and it blew up in their faces.
Dark Samus was defeated, but the power of Phazon brought her back. A sentient Phazon being with free will. Between Dark Samus and Ridley, Samus has no shortage of arch-enemies.
Princess Peach?
Actually, that's Princess Daisy, Princess of Sarasaland. She was kidnapped by a space alien named Tatanga, but Mario rescued her.
Right. Kidnapped, then rescued by Mario. Princess Peach!
No, Daisy doesn't get kidnapped as often as Peach does.
Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Daisy always gets kidnapped by Tatanga. Wink.
Look, Daisy is a totally different person from Peach. She's much more, like, energetic and stuff. You know, she's a go-getter. Plus, her symbol is a daisy. Pretty cool to have a symbol that's also your name.
Yeah, but have you ever seen Peach and Daisy in the same place at the same time?
Pit, if you had a symbol, it would be in the shape of an armpit.
Two of them? That's cheating!
Say hello to the Ice Climbers. They haven't always had the best cooperation, but their teamwork seems pretty solid now.
Okay, sure. But what about the fact that there are two of them? Didn't they get kicked out of Smash for illegal teaming?
Well, they're back now, so I'm pretty sure it's allowed. I mean, you could pair up with Dark Pit if you wanted to.
Never!
Your physical powers are equally matched. It's a perfect fit, really.
That is true.
Now then, which one of you is the leader?
Definitely me. No way. I'm the leader.
Oh yeah, they make a perfect team.
In any case, when fighting the Ice Climbers, defeat Nana first to isolate Popo. Try to separate them.
It's Sheik!
Sheik appears to be wearing a traditional Sheikah outfit this time around.
Ooh, so exotic. That armor is right up my alley. I wonder if it comes in a children's small.
I always get nervous when Sheik gets close. If I make one wrong move, I'll get pummeled with a flurry of quick attacks.
His attacks may be fast, but they aren't very strong. That's why he'll try to end the fight quickly. He's also very light, so focus on launching Sheik at lower damage percentages.
And he doesn't have much reach, so keep your distance until you're ready to rush him with your upper dash arm.
Good advice. But you guys do know Sheik is just Zelda, right? In disguise? Wait! Is there a new timeline? Princess Zelda?
Yes, that's Zelda from A Link to the Past. She's a descendant of the Seven Sages. When she was captured, she used telepathy to ask Link for help.
Pit! Pit! Go get me a cinnamon roll.
Right away, Hey! Knock it off, Aridi.
Focus, Pit. Zelda has a projectile attack called Din's Fire. It can be steered through the air, kind of like your arrows. The trajectory of Din's Fire is really hard to see, so it's important to pay extra close attention when fighting her.
Pit! Pit! Get me a glazed donut with rainbow sprinkles.
Yes, right away. A glazed donut with rainbow... stop it! Ooh, it's a baby Pikachu!
That's Pichu. It's the form before it evolves into Pikachu. Pichu is still learning to harness its electrical power, so it takes damage whenever it uses electricity.
Just looking at Pichu makes me want to cheer it on. You can do it, Pichu! Kick his butt!
Pichu might be cute, but don't underestimate it. Its small stature allows it to move very quickly. Look out for grabs after it dashes.
Why is it that smaller fighters are always fast?
You'll understand when you grow up, Pit. One day you'll wake up unable to do things you could in the past.
That's depressing. Oh. Is that what it's like for you, Lady Palutena?
Don't make me smite you.
Is it just me? Or has Link lost weight?
Yes and no. That's young Link. He's the child version of the Hero of Time.
The Hero of Time?
The Link who mastered the Ocarina of Time and faced Ganondorf. Link's actions as the Hero of Time created parallel worlds, and from there, many different legends were born.
I don't follow. What do you mean?
If you were defeated by Medusa, Palutena wouldn't be here today, right?
True, but what does that have to do with anything?
We may have triumphed over Medusa in this timeline, but in a different timeline, you lost that fight, leaving Medusa and Hades to rule the world. Every action and inaction creates infinite parallel worlds. You're only in one of them.
Wait, I'm not the only me? And nothing I do matters because another me will do the opposite? Then what's the point of doing anything?
Breathe, Pit. Focus on young Link's short reach. He may be fast, but try to outrange him and anticipate his movements.
Ganondorf? Oh, man.
Ganon has taken many forms throughout the ages. This form of Ganondorf is known as the Great King of Evil. He's a Gerudo warlock. The Gerudo are a desert tribe consisting mostly of women, but once every 100 years, a man is born to the Gerudo. Ganondorf is said to be that man.
Really? They get one man and he turns out to be Ganondorf? Ugh, talk about bad luck.
Anyway, Ganon gets sealed away, is resurrected, rinse and repeat ad infinitum. The end.
What? There's more to it than that.
Link is said to be a different person in each incarnation, but some people think Ganondorf is the same person born over and over again.
The ultimate evil that can't be killed. No wonder he's called the Calamity.
As a fighter, Ganondorf is an aggressive heavyweight. He hits hard, so if you see him winding up, get out of the way and counterattack.
That's Mewtwo, right?
National Pokédex number 150. Mewtwo is a legendary Pokémon that was created by resequencing Mew's genes.
I will never forgive these humans!
Poor thing. It's a walking science experiment.
Mewtwo is arguably the most powerful Pokémon in existence. Some people spend their entire lives trying to catch it.
It's an affront to nature and must be destroyed immediately! Think about it. Every action has a butterfly effect. Who knows what kind of impact it could have on the ecosystem?
Grow a heart, Faridi. It didn't choose to be a freak of nature.
Feel sorry for it all you want, Pit, but don't underestimate it. Mewtwo's confusion move can both flip opponents and reflect projectiles.
Look! Marth dyed his hair red.
Actually, that's the young lion, Roy.
The young lion?
He's 15 years old.
15 years old? Is that even legal?
It is in Ostia, where Roy spends his days as a noble being smart, brave, and dependable.
supposed to compete with a guy like that?
By not getting too close, for one thing. His binding blade is extremely powerful at close range.
Or maybe instead of fighting, he'd be willing to talk out our differences?
Don't be a baby, Pit. Just keep Roy at a distance and you'll be fine. He's only dangerous if he gets close. But once he gets close, prepare to get mauled.
Whoa! It's Crom!
He finally made it to the fight!
He's the prince of the Halidom of Elise, and the descendant of the hero king Marth.
Marth's sword and Crom's sword are both named Falchion, right? But the designs seem a bit different. Are they really the same sword?
The sword Crom wields is Falchion, but Marth's sword is Exalted Falchion.
And Lucida's sword is Parallel Falchion.
Falchion, Falchion? That word makes no sense.
Falchion can become the Exalted Falchion once the fire emblem brings out its true form.
If Crom can fight Marth using a weaker sword, Crom must be stronger.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, Wario launches people with farts. Pretty sure the style of weapon doesn't make a huge difference.
Snake?
The legendary mercenary himself.
I never thought I'd get a chance to fight him again!
Snake is fully loaded with explosives and firearms. Don't get blown up.
I bet if I put some bombs on the end of my arrows, they'd be more powerful.
Very original, Pit.
You can't attach bombs to arrows of light since they aren't actual arrows.
Okay, then let's bust out the cannons!
Leave the bombs and guns to Snake. You focus on what you do best, whatever that is.
It's Ike!
There are two versions of Ike. The Path of Radiance version and the Radiant Dawn version.
Dawn? Radiance?
He's basically either a mercenary or a hero.
The two versions of Ike may look and sound a bit different, but his strength doesn't change at all.
But one of them is 3 years older than the other. Shouldn't the older one be stronger?
Yeah, you'd think the older one would have 3 more years of training under his belt.
Maybe he skipped 3 years of arm days.
I somehow doubt that. Have you seen the way he swings that sword? One blow from that sword could do more damage than 2 of yours, Pit. Be careful.
That little twerp is bossing those Pokémon around!
That's the Pokemon trainer. Looks like you'll be fighting Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard today.
All the original starters? This fighter is a fan of the classics.
Do you think Pokémon get claustrophobic being trapped in those little balls?
I hear Pokeballs are much bigger on the inside.
But what about the weak Pokemon who get left in their balls and forgotten? I mean, everyone has like hundreds of them in their box.
Huh. I never thought about... Oh, Pigapin! No!
Now, Pit, I'm sure those abandoned Pokemon are all playing together at a farm upstate.
Anyway, commanding 3 Pokemon is really tricky. Pay attention to the trainer's patterns and tendencies and find a way to exploit them.
Is that a Squirtle?
The tiny turtle Pokemon.
I have a sudden craving for tiny turtle stew.
What is wrong with you?
Squirtle is one of the first Pokemon you can get. And this time around, Squirtle has more water moves in its arsenal.
Getting a little wet doesn't bother me.
Don't underestimate water, Pit. With enough force and precision, it becomes a blade that can cut through anything.
You're right. All these fighters are here for a reason. I can't let my guard down against anyone.
When Squirtle charges at you with its shell, guard and then counterattack when it's up in the air.
That's Bulbasaur. Or is it Venusaur?
It's Ivysaur, the Pokemon's form before it evolves into Venusaur.
I know I'm supposed to fight it, but I gotta say, it's pretty stinking cute.
Cute and deadly. Ivysaur's Vine Whip is as versatile as it is dangerous. It can be used as a whip, as the name implies, but it can also grab opponents. It can even be used to grab onto ledges in a pinch.
I see. Hey, I'm really grateful for all the info, Veriti, but where's Lady Palutena?
Who cares? Palutena doesn't know squat about plants. This This is where I shine. Where was I? Oh, the Vine Whip has a deceptively long reach. And don't forget about Bullet Seed as well.
Who's the little guy?
That's Lucas. He's from Chasmili Village. Just like Ness, he uses PSI. He might be the most introverted opponent you've ever fought.
If he's so shy, why is he fighting?
He's been through a lot. Things you couldn't imagine. Maybe fighting is how he copes with his feelings.
Oh man, now I feel bad for him.
Me too. Maybe you shouldn't fight him.
Show no mercy! Launch this crybaby to the stars!
Or that. Just remember, Lucas's attacks are a bit different from Ness's. Don't expect to be able to fight both of them the exact same way.
Now this guy seems bad to the core.
That's Wolf. He's Fox's arch-nemesis and the leader of Starwolf. Starwolf is a group of mercenaries hired by Andros.
Mercenaries will do anything for money.
Generally speaking, although Star Fox is also technically a mercenary group, but they would never aid someone as evil as Andros.
Wolf may be Fox's nemesis, but there's also a mutual respect between them. They even fought on the same side at one point.
Kind of like Pit and Dark Pit.
What? We're nothing like that. I don't respect him, and we're sure not all buddy-buddy.
See? You guys are just like them.
You even have the same glorified palette swap thing, going on.
In any case, Wolf's blaster shoots long-range projectiles, but it can also be a nuisance at close range.
This guy with the heavy-looking coat is...
Robin.
Ah, that's right. Crom's friend.
Really? Just Crom's friend?
And his... tactical person?
Seriously? Tactician.
Robin is a master tactician who can use both tomes and Levin swords. But Robin's attacks have limits on how many times they can be used. When Robin discards the sword or a book, it's time to be aggressive.
You don't think a master tactician will see that coming?
Probably, but losing the Levin sword puts Robin at a major disadvantage, so do your best to capitalize.
Oh, it's Ryu! Or is it Ryu?
Ryu may be the world's most well-known fighter. He's faced off against all kinds of competitors over the years.
Cyborgs, androids, mutants, giant monsters, superheroes, aliens, and demons, to name a few.
Well then, let's add handsome angels to that list. Huh?
Ryu has two final smashes, Shinku Hadoken and Shin Shoryuken. Shin Shoryuken is a delight to behold. Try to get hit by it.
Not fair! Lady Palutena, will you give me a move that people want to be hit with?
Okay, Pit, but only if you stop making dumb jokes. Can I ask that of you?
Sure you can!
You walked right into that one.
Whoa! It's Ken!
He's the son of the Masters family and a US martial arts tournament champion.
I heard he's filthy rich.
Really, Pit?
Sounds like someone needs to up their angel's allowance.
Back to Ken. He's energetic, cheerful, and boisterous. Pretty much the opposite of Ryu, who has a much more serious personality.
Why are their attacks so similar then?
Ken and Ryu are friends that train together in the same fighting style. It's a martial art close to karate that originates from Ansatsuken. They're known to use Hado as well.
You know, Ken doesn't seem like such a bad guy.
Let's just hope he doesn't give in to the Dark Hado. Okay, gossip time. Did you know Ken's wife Eliza is also Julia's sister, and Julia is married to Guile?
What? So Ken is Guile's brother-in-law? Who's this handsome devil?
You mean Cloud? Soldier First Class?
And I thought my hair was spiky.
Too bad you don't have any fire moves. He's like 50% hairspray.
And 50% Buster Sword. It's pretty impressive. Beware his limit charge. Once his gauge is full, he can unleash a devastating attack.
One of his limit break moves is called Finishing Touch. It doesn't do much damage, but it can launch you off the stage in a split second.
Now that I know Cloud's tricks, this one's in the bag.
Don't let Cloud loud rain on your parade. Strategy is key.
For Nor! For Hashido! I make my own fate!
Sounds like someone finally finished all 3 paths.
When you're fighting Corn, watch out for Dragon Fang. Corn transforms into a dragon to attack. It's not pretty.
Corrin has led a rough life. Having to make enemies of your family can't be easy.
As they say, blood is thicker than water. But they also say a close friend is better than a distant relative, so I don't know.
But all the siblings have dragon blood in their veins, right? Why can't they just be one big happy family?
If only it were that simple.
You're thinking about it too hard. The roots may be more important than the branches, but you need the branches to, get the fruit. Or whatever.
Oh, an Umbra witch has entered Skyworld! Ah!
Bayonetta, nemesis of angels, slaughterer of centurions, wearer of questionable outfits.
I wonder why Bayonetta hunts angels.
If I had to guess, I'd say she drags them to the underworld so demons can devour their souls.
Ah! Woo! Okay, but the angels Bayonetta hunts aren't nice angels like me. They're monsters, right?
Angels can take many forms, just as goddesses can. Take Palutena, for instance. Her current appearance is something humans can comprehend, but it's not her true form.
You're one to talk, Veridi.
Fighting tips, please?
Ugh. If you get caught in one of her combos, just, like, wiggle around or something.
Are you guys seeing this? This girl can transform herself into an octopus!
A squid, actually. This curious life form is an inkling. They're squids who evolved to shapeshift into human form.
Inklings rose to power 12,000 years after mammals went extinct.
Extinct?
Yep, the monkeys were eradicated! Booyah!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a second. If I'm fighting against an inkling, then what year is it right now?
Don't think about it too hard, Pit. It'll just make your brain sweat.
12,000 years of missed meals? Oh, man.
Focus, Pit. If an inkling hits you with an ink attack, you'll take extra damage until the ink evaporates. However, inklings can't use ink attacks if their ink tank is empty. That's the time to strike.
Ridley confirmed!
Yes. That's Ridley, Samus's arch-nemesis.
I never thought I'd have to fight an alien space dragon in Smash.
Kirby's a space alien too, you know. Jury's still out on him being a dragon, though.
Ridley may look like a mindless killing machine, but he's exceedingly intelligent. He's also the leader of the ruthless space pirates.
So what's the story behind him and Samus?
Ridley killed Samus's parents when she was young.
That's messed up.
Samus and Ridley first fought in the depths of Norfair on planet Zebes. They crossed paths again when Ridley stole the baby Metroid. Meta Ridley was made through genetic engineering and cybernetic enhancements. Omega Ridley is the one infused with Phazon. Neo Ridley was born when an X-parasite absorbed Ridley's genes. And yet another Ridley was created by cloning cells found on Samus's suit.
You sure know a lot about Ridley, and none of it is about how to fight him.
There's also a robot version of Ridley. He built it himself, which officially makes him a narcissist.
Is that canon?
Canon or not, all of these Ridleys shared the same fate. They were all defeated by Samus.
Ah, not surprising. Samus is a beast.
So is Ridley. Mind the sharp barb on his tail.
Whoa! It's Simon Belmont!
Oh, do you know him?
Yeah, we hit the scene around the same time.
The legacy of the vampire hunting Belmont clan is very interesting.
How long have they been hunting vampires?
Leon Belmont's first vampire encounter was in 1094 AD. The last known heir, Julius Belmont, defeated Dracula in 1999.
So, carry the one? 1,000 years?
Other clans appeared and parallel worlds were created. The fate of the Belmont clan has been split in many ways. The most iconic symbol of House Belmont is their legendary whip, the Vampire Killer.
A fighter that uses a whip? You don't see that every day.
It's a magical whip that only the Belmont bloodline can wield, an irreplaceable weapon passed down for generations.
I wonder how many monsters and demons it's vanquished. It must smell terrible.
Getting back to the point, be careful of Simon's long-range attacks. The weapons he uses may seem simple, but they don't pull any punches.
Who's this guy with the chain whip?
That would be Richter Belmont.
Pardon the interruption.
Ah, don't sneak up on us like that!
Ah, Alucard, hello! Pitt, meet Alucard. He's the son of Count Dracula.
Dracula's your dad? That's so cool! Hey, do you have fangs? Are they sharp?
Pitt, that's pretty personal. Do you really want to bring up blood-sucking fangs?
What are you... Oh no. You're not here to suck my blood, are you? I need it!
No, I don't like the taste. And my mother taught me not to cause suffering. My father chose another path, and so I've sworn to stop him. Richter here is the descendant of a man who shared my birth. He has a strong sense of justice and is an honest man, but that in turn makes him easy to manipulate. He was once cursed by the Dark Priest Shaft, who used him as a puppet to control Dracula's castle.
So, you're saying he's kind of, simple?
Don't throw stones if you live in a glass house, Pitt. I very much doubt that you could effectively run a castle.
In any case, Richter is a formidable opponent. Underestimating him would be your undoing.
Alucard, do you also intend to participate?
I am merely here to assist Richter, and anyone else who calls upon me.
That poor dog looks lost. I'll check its collar.
That's Isabel. She has bells on her head. That's why she is Isabel. Her day job is assistant to the mayor of some town. I hear she's the town's hardest worker. She's also cute, courageous, and modest, which is why everyone loves her.
She's overrated if you ask me.
No one did. If Isabel has so much going for her, why is she fighting in Smash?
Yeah, it seems like a weird choice. Maybe she just wants to get some exercise.
There's gotta be less violent ways to get your blood pumping.
She's from the same town as the villager, so their moves are somewhat alike. She's just full of surprises, though. Be extra careful of her fishing rod. She'll reel you in like a fish.
Ha! That tiger's on fire!
How astute of you, Pitt. That's Incineroar. Before it evolved into this form, it was a cute little litten. Incineroar is unpredictable, self-centered, and rambunctious. Although it's supposedly great with children.
It specializes in wrestling moves. Brute force is its MO, but it's no slouch in the technical department either.
Incineroar is also a performer at heart, so when it lands a big attack, it likes to show off for the crowd.
Now that you mention it, I do hear crowd cheers sometimes. It's almost like an audience is watching us fight.
Incineroar has an attack called Revenge that feels like it was inspired by pro wrestling. If Incineroar takes damage while Revenge is active, its body ignites and its attacks become more powerful.
Well, if that happens, I'll just let everyone else fight Incineroar until it wears off. Then I'll swoop in and steal the KO.
Sure. If you want to be that guy, might as well edgeguard while